Hey guys, I'm Rob Shoecraft with 3 Storm Fitness. Today I'm going to be talking about my medicine balls, or medicine balls is another way to pronounce it. I have 3 different ones here. They all have their own special, unique characteristics. For the most part though, kind of like I've mentioned dumbbells to kettlebells, or resistance bands to resistance tubes, there are a lot of different overlapping exercises, a lot of different overlapping common usages that you have between the 3 of these. And there's some other even more specialized flavors, but these are the 3 main ones you're going to see. A lot of common usages, but there are some unique differences that they each offer. They're going to allow for some more specialized training. So I just want to go through here, show you what I got. This one here is what I think of, or at least historically speaking, is probably the most common medicine ball. Medicine balls date back to, from what I understand, like 3,000 years ago. But I mean, in the more modern era, this basketball-like texture, nice grip, tough, durable shell, much heavier than a basketball. These things will go anywhere from like 2 pounds all the way up to, and all of these, they'll go all the way up to, well, a couple 100 pounds in crazy cases, but more likely you're going to see this is like a 30 pounder. Sometimes you'll see some 40s, some 50s. But for these guys here, you see pretty commonly anywhere from about 6 pounds to 20 pounds. This is a 10 pounder, an Amazon Basics brand. All these, by the way, I think I purchased all of these on Amazon. I just kind of went on a combination of value to reviews. And I'll get more on that in a second, kind of why I chose why I chose a cheaper route as opposed to the more expensive brands. So this one, you could basically say the best usage for this is used as a substitute for a weight or a piece of resistance equipment like a kettlebell or even a barbell or a sandbag. Now you could use all these for that same usage, but this one, due to the size and the balance and it being a ball, gives you some unique ways to hold it. So you might do lunge variations. A lot of different rotational stuff is awesome with these. You could use it as a platform to challenge your stability for doing push-ups. There's certain kinds of medicine ball push-ups. You can slam it, you could pass it to a buddy. The thing is, these two kind of have slam ball, as the name entails, and then a foam ball, which, not foam, but kind of well, it is kind of foam, but a padded ball, which helps for passing. If you throw this at a friend, you can, if you're doing like, you know, classic examples like doing sit-ups and then tossing it and they toss it back to you. Lightly like that, that's no problem. Most people are going to be able to handle that. When you start really firing to like work on power, for upper body power, speed, it gets a little hairy. So, like I said, for this, and plus when you're slamming it on the ground, as you can see, it bounces very well. But I have seen these things blow open. It's not that uncommon. So there's a better choice. This guy right here for something like that. So, in short, you buy one of these more traditional hard shell basketball type balls for kind of used as a substitute for resistance training, weights. This guy here, a lot of people call this the wall ball because people, especially in like CrossFit communities, like to use this for wall ball shots, where you toss it up against the wall and it comes back down. The whole benefit that makes these things so nice is that they are easy to catch. They don't hurt you. They don't make you say ow when you catch them, as opposed to somebody firing this thing at you. Let's just put it this way. I like to sometimes warm up my clients by having them throw the ball at me as hard as they can, just to kind of excite the nervous system a little bit. There's a few people I would not want throwing this thing at me, so we use this. And like I said, throw it up in the air, catch it. You can play things like a Hoover ball or med ball, volleyball with these, and it's just, you're not going to jam your fingers. Well, I mean, you might, but you're most likely not going to. You're not going to hurt yourself. As the potential for the safety is much better with these. Now these also, I've seen these rip open too. So you can slam them. Normally when I'm having people slam them, I have 3 different surfaces in here. I got a carpet, I have turf, and I have horse stall mats, like 3/4 inch horse stall mats. If I'm slamming these, sometimes I'll do it on the turf, but mainly it's on the carpet because I don't want to totally wreck these things. If I want to slam the ball, well then I'm going to use a slam ball. And I don't care what we slam on this. This thing's 30 pounds. I wish you could feel it because it's really neat. But it's 30 pounds, super hard, super durable, thick rubber, kind of squishy. So when you slam it, let me do it on the bench here. It does have a little bit of a bounce. At the bench actually probably bounced more than the ball did. If you slam it on the floor, it's a dead thud. So this is great when you want to do. I don't really have the room for a tractor tire and a sledgehammer in here. So kind of there's a nice substitute for that. We use these guys. Throw them on the ground. Really work that into your chain. I also use it for, you could use it for like weighted glute bridges. You could use it as a weight the same way you would for the med ball here. Like I said, all these have very common usages, but it does tend to get a little slippery. So like I sometimes we do like med ball slam with burpees, and people get all sweaty and they get all slick and they'll need to wear gloves because they can't get a hold of this thing. You can tell by the gloss, it gets kind of slippery. So you choose your weapon wisely. You have a lot of different options. So that's why I think I mentioned in the beginning, I chose to buy 3 kind of budget branded balls. Like Dynamax, for instance, is one of the nicest brands you could buy. They specialize in making the padded ones. But they could be well over $100. I think for all of these together, I probably spent $100 bucks. And the reason, my justification for that was, I just switched them out depending on their usage. So the nice thing about like Dynamax balls, or Dynamax balls, for instance, this is not a Dynamax, by the way, this is a J-Fit. The nice thing about those is they take a serious beating. Now they can break, like it happens, but it's very less likely. This J-Fit, if I were to have 20 clients a week just slamming this thing, thousands of reps, I mean, it would be broken in a heartbeat. I have no doubt about it. But because I limit it mainly to the carpet, because I limit it mainly to human to human interaction, so it's probably going to last for quite a long time. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. Same thing on this. We're mainly just using that as a tool, so it's only, people are carrying it, or at the most they might be doing push-ups on it, or occasionally maybe slamming it against the wall. It's going to last for a long time. So it doesn't necessarily matter that it's not top of the line. And then as far as the slam ball, that's getting used for all the really heavy duty stuff. And again, not all that expensive. This is a Rep Fitness ball, so it's kind of middle of the road. Rep makes a lot of good quality stuff. I have a lot of their other products and very happy with them. But it's not the best, but it does the job. This thing hasn't, it looks the same as when I got it out of the box, and I've thrown it on the ground a million times. So I think by buying a kind of middle of the road, you can get specialized rather than having one really nice thing that does all 3. If that's the way you want to go, by all means, go for it. But starting a gym, I needed a very tight budget, so I chose the tool per the job, if that makes any sense. I'm Rob Shoecraft, 3 Storm Fitness. If you have any more questions regarding medicine balls, how to use them, maybe I missed something, or maybe you have a question about something I didn't talk about, let me know. Please subscribe to my videos. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.